Okay, so just a heads up, you guys. Um, this video is wacky, and I start off with this like long story about yesterday, what happened yesterday, Black Friday. I went to work, but so, and we'll get to your comments, but yeah, it's this is wacky. So just strap in, grab a beverage, and let's go. Okay, funny story. Um, it's not funny. Um, it kind of is. I'm going to prove once again how dumb I am, you guys. It's not quite 8:30 Friday morning, and I just got home from work. I'll explain. So, oh wait, hang on, wait, hang on. Jeez, Ah, dang it. Okay. Um, Oh, the joys of living in the upper Midwest. In Minnesota, we love the change of seasons, right? Blazing hot and then frickin' cold. The one good thing about Minnesota, we always have something to complain about. It's too hot, it's too cold. So, oh my gosh, where do I start with this story? Well, let's start with yesterday. So I told you I had Domino's delivered for Thanksgiving, right? Well, I'm sitting in here. Where's Oh, there's a little bit of sunlight coming through somewhere. Well, anyway, it's like I don't remember putting a light over there. But try to follow along if you're new here. um, but man, this is almost as hard as taking off a bra. Geez. Not that I would know. So, okay, so I ordered Domino's pizza, and my house is pretty well insulated, but I can still hear what's going on. Well, I hear cursing in the driveway. Because when you order DoorDash, which is super expensive, I do not recommend it. But when you're desperate, so I ordered DoorDash Domino's, and the guy, I could hear him in my driveway cursing expletives, very colorful language. So I go out there and I meet him. I'm like, dude, are you okay? What's going on? He's like, dude, man, you got to get some salt on your driveway, man. It's like I almost fell out my ass, man. He didn't actually talk like that, but so I get my pizza, and yeah, I told you that I couldn't go out and mow, so I did a video instead. Well, yeah, it didn't snow; it iced. So I go out there this morning, and yeah, I almost fell on my arse, Scottish. Get into my truck, and I go out to the truck. Solid ice. Glad I didn't knock this over, which I still haven't found the bulb for it yet, but I'll get to that later. Windshield is solid ice, you guys. Oh, I love Minnesota so much. And then I remembered I forgot to put on another Black Friday deal I got. It's this big, heavy. See, here I go knocking stuff down. Somebody come over and clean my desk, would you? I still have hot sauce on here. But this big heavy thing, you put it on your windshield. It's got straps and magnets, and you have to rivet, across the top, But so when it snows and ice, you just pull this thing off and you're ready to go, right? Well, I forgot to put that on there. But then I'm thinking, well, duh, truck has a defroster, right? So I started the truck up, put the defroster, and it's got heated mirrors. I've had the truck for like 5 years, and I just figured this out, a couple weeks ago. The mirrors are heated. So turn that on. Yeah, all the ice melted off of that. That's really cool. Let the truck idle for 15 minutes. So yeah, I burned maybe $1 worth of gas or something just letting it idle. But so I go out there and I've got this long broom that I use for pushing off the snow and stuff. So everything just slid off. So I'm thinking, well, that was easy peasy. Maybe I'll return this big dumb heavy thing. I don't know. It was on sale, so but we don't need it. But it was on sale, but we don't need it. But we saved a bunch of So I get in the truck. I drive all the way downtown St. Paul. I live in North St. Paul, which, if you're not good at geology, it's North St. Paul is just a little bit north of St. Paul. It's complicated. So 15 minutes. It takes me 15 minutes to get to work. And the streets in my neighborhood, like glare ice. It's like, wee, wee. It's a lot cheaper than a ride at the fair. Woo! So I get downtown and I'm pulling in the parking ramp, and it's like empty. I'm like, cool. Well, everybody takes today off, I guess, So I park on first floor right close to the entrance. And so that was easy. Go up to my building and it's locked. The building is locked up. So I'm like, why? I don't know, Scoob. I think it's a holiday. So I'm like, Black Friday, I think, public sector, working for local county government, for close to 20 years. You would think I'd have this figured out by now. Yeah, no, this is how dumb I am. I show up at work and the whole place is locked down. Big sign on the door. The service center will be closed for the holidays, Thursday and Friday. And I'm like, oh, geez. So I guess I'll go home and do a video instead. Who does that? Who's dumb enough to show up at work when you got the day off? I guess. I don't know. I don't know. So I think I have the day off. So, all right. So I had to slide in here and tell you guys that funny story. It's like, oh, I love Minnesota so much. That's why I'm leaving. Snow and ice, mowing, gutters. Yeah, screw that. The worst thing I'll have to do when I'm full-time RVing is I'm going to bring a broom with me, probably the one that's in the truck right now, just so I can, broom an area, get the rocks and stuff so I can put my nice rug down. That's going to be the most labor I'll have to do when I'm on the road. I hope you guys are laughing. I am. It's like, this is how dumb I am. So I get on here and tell you guys how dumb I am. So, no. I'm, fairly intelligent. I just do dumb things. Okay, so just so you guys know, I've been working on this video for a couple of days now. I've deleted a bunch of crap that I thought was, not worthy of your viewing pleasure. So, okay, so I don't know if you're like me, but I know I am. I've done that before. Sorry. But if you live in Minnesota, the smart thing to do is to have like an emergency kit in your truck or vehicle, in case you slide off into the ditch, so you have like heavy duty boots in there, right? Well, I'm thinking, well, the poor Domino's guy is like sliding around on my driveway. So I invited him in here and he sat down and he's like, man, you got crazy stuff going on around here, man. What's going on? So I'm like, well, I've got this YouTube channel and I try to entertain people. And so I said, dude, you know what you need? Next time you come, I've got ice skates. So, I'll send these back with you, and next time you can just so you guys know, I leave things in my background. They're called Easter eggs. Some full length films will leave, like Easter eggs where, you're supposed to like pay attention and, but you guys didn't pay attention to the last video. I had this cushion laying on top of my solar panels and nobody asked about it. So, but in my trailer, I've got this great big, it's called a jackknife couch. It's this big, heavy metal thing. It's like a futon kind of, except it's like super heavy. So I'm going to rip that out and put something different in there. Yeah, this is what's going to go in there. So I'm going to rip that heavy thing out, this big metal frame, and just a piece of plywood, and then this couch that I bought, I don't know, last year or something. I'm cleaning out bedrooms and I found this thing, so I set it on my solar panels, thinking one of you would see it. And um, hey Jim, what's the couch? What's the cushion on top of the solar panels? No, you guys missed it. So try to pay attention with And another thing you guys missed, nobody commented on my Christmas stocking with weird stuff hanging out of it. Well, Santa on Thanksgiving, I think he was a little mixed up or something, but he brought me battery cables on Thanksgiving, but these are 2/0, the gauge size, right? Well, no, these are too small. I need 4/0. So thanks a lot, Santa. Thanks for the 2/0. Not sure why I looked up, but so try to pay attention, you guys. Okay, so in the last video, I said, you guys left all kinds of really great comments on the last video, 2 videos ago or whatever. But so let's talk about that. And I might go back and forth, between stuff I deleted and stuff I didn't. So let's go. Now, this one is a little more serious. This was like 3 videos ago when I was telling you guys about downsizing and getting rid of stuff around here. And these photo albums that I found of my parents, doing all of their trips and stuff in Europe that I didn't know about, and so I was sharing about like getting rid of memories, right? Well, Lori left a really great comment. Thank you, Lori. And she says, memories hit hard, Jim, really hard. I went through this a few years ago when my brother suddenly passed on, and that was so hard. And I responded, sorry, Lori, yeah, sorry for your loss. I really do understand. Photos, I never get rid of. Big hugs to you. Well, big hugs back, Lori, and thanks for that. But yeah, it's hard, you guys, downsizing and getting rid of stuff. Letting go. You just have to let go of stuff, right? So, kind of serious. But thanks, Lori. But let's do some other stuff. All right. Here's one from another fellow YouTuber, bigger channel than mine. Okay, like whatever. But Kidder at the Cabin says, very nice video. Happy you could share. Thanks, Kidder, if you're watching. And that was on that same video that Lori responded to. But happy you could share. You know what, you guys? I'm happy to be here on the planet. Those of you that have been around for a while, you know my story, right? I'm a cancer survivor. So yes, I'm happy that I can share. So a little bit more serious, but let's do some more fun stuff. All right. Okay. So Carl apparently has been hiding in my 3rd bedroom over here and just kind of watching what goes on around here. And he says, your videos always remind me of the quote, From there to here, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. Dr. Seuss. Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I do these videos, you guys, just to entertain you. Just stop over and just watch what goes on around here. Right? Right, Carl? Thanks for that. Okay, so, and, I have responded to Lori multiple times. Love you. Thanks for being here. And, I've responded to a bunch of you, with, love you. And, it's platonic, right? But I do really appreciate all of you, right? So if I respond like love you, you know what I mean, right? And guys, Daryl and Carl and other guys that are on here, love you. So, it's like you know what I mean, right? So, I just. And Stephen up in New York, I miss you. All right. If you're watching. Okay. So, oh, I still have to do your LinkedIn thing. I forgot about it. Sorry. But anyway, just reaching out, if you're watching. So, yeah. Miss you, bro. All right. So, just saying. All right. Let's keep going. Okay. And then Francine said, wait, I have to throw another log on. Wait, hang on. And one of you, like a year ago, said, what's burning behind your big speaker? That's just a couple of LED lights or whatever. So Francine says, hello, MadPack people, which would be you guys, right? And Jim from the UK. United Kingdom? Really? Hey, blimey. What the bloody... sorry. Talking of cars, it reminds me of our old 1983 Saab Turbo. Jeez. Went like stink. I'm not familiar with that term, but guessing like it went like all heck, right? And no one argued with it as it was built like a tank. Well, yeah, don't argue with a tank. Eventually gave up the ghost with nearly 300,000 miles on the clock. Well, odometer, Vanessa or Francine, sorry, odometer, not the clock, but anyway, whatever. Science. They don't make them like that now. Smiley face. Great Britain. Yeah. So they don't. Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore. I'm hoping with my Toyota, my truck, I'm hoping to get 300,000, off of that thing, but I'll probably be gone way before that thing is. So I'm just saying, like, just being honest. Okay, so back to my buddy Lori. Um, well, we're buddies, right? I mean, love you, right? I mean, you know what I mean. So anyway, she says, Jim, your little list of notes you take through the week, you crack me up. So, and you guys have seen this multiple times, but Lori, my little list, yeah, no, it's not a, it's not a little list. This is going to be haunting me for another 5 more videos. I doubt we'll ever get through it. But so, and by the way, did you run 6 miles today? Per usual. Well, good for you, but thanks for making me feel guilty because I didn't. But and in all seriousness, with your neuropathy that you shared a while back, it's like pins and needles in your feet. Yeah, I get it. But if you run 6 miles a day, it's like you go, girl. So good for you. My buddy. Okay, love you. So so you guys, I have a ton more comments that I want to get through, but we're like we're too long again. So it's Saturday, the day after Black Friday, when I showed up at work, and the building is locked up. So I might do another video tomorrow because, I got all weekend to do dishes and laundry. So thanks for all of your comments. We got more to go. So maybe tomorrow. All right. So we'll see how it goes. All right. So, love you guys. And, thanks for dropping in, and I'll talk to you later. All right. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. But anyway, thanks you guys. Bye. Hope you had fun. Science